Hey guys, hey, happy fall, happy, yes, happy, yes, you all. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves for Thanksgiving, enjoying your family and being grateful and thankful for everything you have and family and thankful for life. Yes, abundance, wellness, health, love, yes, always, okay? Yes, but today I want to thank you all for tuning in to Explicit Wellness. Okay? But today I want to share a recipe with you all. You all, it's getting cold. I'm here in Georgia. And yes, we want a fall hearty recipe. So I chose to do a vegetarian chili. Okay, it's very easy. It only takes 15 minutes to prep. Okay, all veggies, no meat. Okay, you have your seasonings or whatever. Okay, so I want to tell you what it does not have. Okay, and it's free of. Okay, it's gluten free, it's vegetarian, it's vegan, and refined, sugar free. Okay, this is a one pot dinner, and it will serve 6 servings. So you can double your recipe always, but this is what I'm doing. Okay, but um, what I want to say, this is a good recipe right here, and it calls for nothing but just veggies. I'm trying to do this Daniel's fasting recipe, nothing but grains and fruits and veggies, okay, for 7 days. So this is my day one, starting on it. And I chose this first recipe, which is the vegetarian chili, okay? So let's get into it so I can show you everything that you will need, okay? Okay, you all, these are the ingredients that I do have laid out, but I want to show you before we put them in the pot. Okay, we have our cooking oil. You're only going to need 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. And you have your 1 large onion in here. You have your bell pepper and your celery stalk in here. Can you all see it? I put all that in one. I chopped it up. You can chop it up finer than I did, but this is what I have, okay? And 1 large onion, 2 medium bell peppers, and 3 medium celeries, okay? If you don't like as much bell pepper, or if you don't like that much onions or celery or bell pepper, you can reduce it, okay? The recipe is still going to be good, okay? Let's move along to the next thing you're going to be needing. You're going to be needing 4 cloves, garlic finely minced. So I already got the minced garlic here, okay? You're also going to be needing 1 to 3 tablespoons of chili powder. It depends on what you want to use, okay? Because it's heated. You see those peppers in there? If you like heat, you'll like that. You'll put 3 or more tablespoons in there. Okay, next we have ground cumin. We're going to be needing, that's your ground cumin. You're going to be needing 2 tablespoons of this, okay, ground cumin. The next is your oregano, 1 teaspoon of oregano. And chili flakes. You're going to be needing 2 teaspoons. If you like heat, you want to put more. Those are your chili flakes. If you want more, you can. If you like the heat, like I said earlier, with the chili powder, you can put more. Okay. And also, like I said, you had 2 medium bell peppers. Okay. Now you're going to be needing 2 medium carrots, which I did buy the 2 cans and 14 ounce. This is your carrots. You can use frozen if you want, but I use the can. And make sure when you use canned goods, wash your can off thoroughly, because that's nasty, y'all. Just please wash that can off. And I did rinse the starch and all that off my vegetables in the can and place them back in there. But make sure you don't pour that juice that's in there in your recipe. So we have 2 cans of carrots. Next, moving along, we also will have, I told you about the celery stalks. I told you about the celery, bell pepper, and onions. It's already in there. Celery stalks, 3 medium celery stalks, okay? And next, we're going to move on to our whole cans of tomatoes and juice. I use the diced tomatoes, and this is a, 28 ounce. It calls for 2 28 ounce, but I'm using just 1 28 ounce because I do have acid reflux and I don't want all that extra acidity in my chili, okay? So I'm using 1 big one. This is a big one, okay? Just 1 is all I need. And you're going to use this with the juice. This is the dice. Moving along, I'm going to the next one. We're also going to be needing kidney beans. You also can use chickpeas or white beans, but we're using kidney beans. You need 2 cans of this, 15 ounces right here. This is your kidney beans right here, or you can use white beans or chickpeas, and I did rinse these out also. You need 2 of those, 16 ounces. And we're also going to be needing corn. This is our last ingredient that we will be needing. This is your whole corn. I rinsed those out too. This is also a 15, 16 ounce can, okay? Whole corn. Okay? And we're going to season it with sea salt, okay? Going to season with sea salt, pepper. We're going to have oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and we're also going to be using black pepper, okay? The norm, what you know we like to use. Okay, now let's get to this recipe. Okay, you all, we're in the kitchen. Y'all. So I've already put my oil in here. I told you we're going to be needing your oil. So that's 2 tablespoons of your oil. So it's already in the pot. Okay, hope y'all can see, and I'll bring y'all up to in the pot later. So I'm gonna put this stuff in here. So first we're going to be putting all of my onions, bell pepper, and celery. We're gonna put this in here so it can saute. We're gonna be putting that in there. Let me see about my lighting, y'all. I have a ring light, but I want to see how the light for this. I have the light over the stove too, so let me see. Oh yeah, that's good lighting. Okay, don't need to over the stove light it. So what we're gonna do, we have our onion, bell pepper, and celery in here with our oil. We're gonna let this saute, okay, over medium heat. I have my stove top on 3. Yes, because you know about these stove top ovens. They cook fast, so I put mine on 3, which is medium low for me. Okay, if you wanna adjust your temperature, you can. Okay, next we're going to be using the garlic. I'm gonna put the garlic in there too. Alright. Remember I told you the garlic, we're gonna be needing 4 cloves, but I'm gonna put let's see. I'm gonna put however much I want it. If you like garlic, you like it, okay? So I'm gonna put that in there. About 2 or 3 tablespoons, okay? But remember, it calls for 4 cloves, finely minced. So I put like 2 or 3 tablespoons in there, okay? If you like garlic, you'll put more, okay? Let's move on to the next. We're not gonna move on yet. Excuse me, I'm moving too fast, y'all. So I put that in there, the minced garlic and the bell pepper, celery, and onions. All that's gonna saute. Okay. Let this saute on medium heat. If you want to raise it to 4, you can. to get it going. But you're going to saute that for 3 minutes, okay? And with the onion, bell pepper, and celery, 3 minutes. And when you add your garlic, it's going to be 1 minute, okay? And then we'll add the seasonings next. But we need for this to saute. So we're not going to rush it, but make sure your vegetables are good and sauteed, okay? I'm going to saute that up for 3 minutes. Saute it up good, okay? And then we're going to put in our seasonings. Okay, guys, as you all can see, I have my bell pepper, onions, and celery, and minced garlic in here. Okay, it's been sauteing for probably right at 3 minutes, like it said, okay? Saute it up. And now it's time for our seasonings. We're going to be adding our chili powder, cumin powder, oregano, and chili flakes, okay? We're going to stir it after that. Every ingredient you put in here, please stir it, okay? Stir it so you can get your ingredients well incorporated in there. You be in there, okay? Yeah, in there. So I think my veggies are sauteed up enough. I hope y'all can see. I think I have enough lighting so y'all can see it, okay? So now we're going to be putting our chili powder. You're going to be needing 3. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons. It calls for 1 to 3 tablespoons, but I'm going to be using 3 tablespoons, okay? 3 tablespoons of chili powder. That's 1. I might just use 1 right now. Just do 1.5, okay? But it calls for 3 tablespoons, okay? I like heat, but not that much. I want to enjoy it, okay? Then we're going to be using our cumin, okay? You're going to be needing your cumin, which is 2 tablespoons of your cumin. Gonna put that cumin in there. Okay. Next, we're going to be needing your oregano. We're going to be needing a teaspoon of that. So get your teaspoon measuring out. 1 teaspoon of your oregano. One teaspoon of your oregano. And next, we're going to be using our chili flakes, which is 1/4. But we're going to, that's 2 teaspoons. So let's use the chili flakes. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon and 2. We're going to use that, okay? You can eyeball it. Everyone doesn't have measurements, but you can eyeball, okay? To your preference. When you're making a recipe, you are okay. You see a recipe, you know how much they said, but hey, this is what we're using. Now we're going to stir it up because that's all of our seasonings right now, okay? That's all of our seasoning. I have my stove top on 4. So if you want to bring it down a little bit, you can. It's not burning or anything, but this is what we have right now. It smells so good. You can smell the cumin. Yeah, you can smell the cumin. Okay. You're going to let that simmer and sit for a minute, okay? You're going to stir it. And we're going to add, next we're going to add our peppers, carrots, celery, and we're going to cook that for 5 minutes, okay? So let's go ahead and add our peppers, celery, and carrots, all that, and onions in here, which we have already done, okay? But let's add our carrots, okay? Let's go ahead and put these carrots in there. Like I said earlier, you can use, y'all can see it. These are the carrots. You can use frozen, but I use the can. Okay, I'm using 15 ounces of that. And we're going to stir. Oh, one popped out. We're going to pop that back in there. Yes, have a clean stove top. Those are your carrots. Okay. Like I said, if you want to use frozen, you can. But I just got the two Del Monte carrots. Okay. Can y'all see that? How it's looking? Yes. It's vegan, baby. Vegetarian. And I love vegetarian recipes. It's all about the seasoning, okay? If you like vegetables, you'll like that, okay? You can tap it on my pot, but yeah, we got to get it in there. We got to get it in. Get it in. Okay? Now we're going to be using, we're going to add our tomatoes and the juice. Okay? It's supposed to be like 5 minutes or whatever with the carrots. Well, let's go ahead and add our juice, which is the diced tomatoes and the juice that hunts. And we're just going to pour. I'm using 1 can. Like I said, I don't want my acid reflux to mess up on me. You know, so, hey. They just use that 1 can. It calls for 228 ounces of diced tomatoes with the juice, but I'm just going to use 1. Okay. Just going to be using 1. All that. I'm going to cut it up about around the 4 to 5. It's already between 4 and 5. I cut my oven. My stove top on 4 and 5. Okay. Now the next item you will be needing will be your beans, okay? Beans and corn. But we're going to bring this to a simmer and we're going to reduce it, okay? We're going to bring this to a simmer and reduce it, okay? So let's just let this sit for a minute. We want to let this simmer. Let it simmer for a few minutes. And then we'll add our beans. Okay? Okay, now that has came to a simmer with the carrots added on to it, it's time to mix in the beans. We're going to mix in the beans, the kidney beans. These are the kidney beans. Now, like I said earlier, you use white beans, but I'm using kidney beans, or you can use chickpeas. It's 2 cans, okay? Make sure you have rinsed those off, y'all. Make sure y'all rinse them off, that starch off and all the added salt on there. Use your own natural juices. Always use your own natural juices. Mix these in. Okay. We're going to mix those in. Yeah, mix it all in. Now we're going to be mixing in our corn, whole corn of corn. You also could have used frozen corn, but I'm using the whole kernel corn. And I rinsed those off to 2 cans, and those is your 15 ounces, okay? So stir that up. Stir it all in. And we're going to wait for a minute because we need to stir this up, okay? We're going to let this cook and simmer for 20 minutes. until the corn and beans is ready, okay? Already. Now there are different toppings that you can use with this recipe. You can use cilantro, sour cream. You also can use, what other toppings you can use on it? Avocado, green onions, diced avocado, cilantro, cheddar cheese, and sour cream, okay? I'm going to show you that at the end, what I'm adding. And you can use like taco chips if you want. And we're going to let this simmer for 20 minutes. But now I tasted broth before I came back on camera. And it tastes pretty good, but it's bland a little bit. So now I need my seasonings, okay? Which I told you earlier, I'm gonna be needing some black pepper. We're gonna be putting some black pepper in there. You got to have that black pepper. Even though you use that chili powder and chili flakes, got to have that black pepper. I don't care what you say. We're gonna be using this garlic powder here. Garlic powder. And we eyeballing it, okay? Just eyeballing it, just a little, not much. Next, we're going to be using our onion powder. We eyeballing these last ingredients, seasonings. And a touch of it, I'm going to be using some Italian seasoning, just a tad, okay? Put that in there, okay? And stir, We're gonna stir this recipe, stir it in all these ingredients, I meant to say. Stir it. Stir. I'll stir all that up. And you want to do this uncovered. You don't need no need to put your lid on here. Do this, cook this recipe uncovered, okay? Cook it uncovered. I'm gonna let this sit for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna do a taste and everything, and preparation and toppings. Okay, guys. Okay. Y'all, I thought I was recording. And I wasn't. But we have added our beans. When I told y'all we're going to add our beans, we added our corn. And it just been simmering for, you didn't miss anything though, but I didn't get that part. Oh my. Yeah, that's just a creator. How we do sometimes. We think it's on, but it's not. But yes. So, I'll show the clips in there. But yeah, we just added our 2 cans of kidney beans. And we added our 2 cans of kidney beans and 2 cans of corn. And we're just letting it cook for like 20 minutes. Okay. But I did add my seasonings to it. So I've turned my stove top down to 1 and 2, low, let it simmer, because you don't want it to be mushy. Okay? And the seasonings is good. It tastes, the flavor is good, you all. The flavor taste is so good. So, I'm going to put a little of this sea salt in there. Okay? Just eyeball it however you want, and then taste it, okay? I'll just eyeball, pour a little in my hand, sea salt. I'm just gonna throw it in there because I don't want too salty, because we didn't even use any salt. But I did use this Italian seasoning, onion powder. I bought it, and garlic powder, and I use pepper, okay? And that's all I did, but we're gonna put a little sea salt in here, and we're gonna be ready to eat in a minute, okay? And I'm going to taste this. Oh, I hate I didn't get that. It's okay, because all I added was the kidney beans, 2 cans of kidney beans and 2 cans of corn. I'm just letting it simmer. You want your kidney beans to be whole. You don't want those to be mushy. So, can you all see? Y'all see that? Okay. Get your kidney beans whole. You don't want those to be mushy, okay? The only thing that's gonna be mushy is the your diced onions. Okay? That's the only thing. But now my stove top is on 1. Okay? But that oil is very important. If you think you need to put a little more oil in there, you can. Some people say they like to put a little vegetable broth in there. If you want to use vegetable broth, low sodium, you can. Let's give this a taste test. I'll get my spoon out. Let's see how it tastes. Let's just see, okay? I'm gonna bring y'all up to me. Let's see. Let's give it a little taste test. Let me get a little celery, onion, and all that goodness. So good. I see that just right, because you want it to be a little country, not country, crunchy, okay? You want it to be a little crunchy. With your celery, your onion, okay? And your bell pepper. But that cumin is everything. It's not overpowering it, but you can't taste it. You can taste it. Like I said, go slightly on the cumin. Do exactly what it said. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to go lightly when you see that that's needed in the recipe, like you know you don't too much care for it, you already know to go lightly on it. So let's just give it another taste test. No more sea salt. That brought it to life. And as you saw, I didn't even put that much sea salt in my hand. So y'all, it's a little spicy with the chili fillets, but not much. Just a little heat. And that chili powder and that pepper I put in there. Yes. So y'all, yes, got the onion, the bell pepper, and the celery. Yes, crunchy. You get your kidney beans. Like I said, you could use white beans or chickpeas. You know your preference. You might not like kidney beans, but yeah, I eat them from time to time if I have like a soup or whatever. But yes, you all, I love it, and it's a good vegetarian chili. Okay, we don't always need meat, you know, because these chili, kidney beans gonna full me up, and I don't always eat corn. Corn doesn't really digest in your system as well, but if you don't eat it always and keep your digestive system clean out, you'll be good. Okay. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed this recipe and try this recipe, the vegetarian chili recipe. Yes, and I'm going to come back and show you all the toppings that you all can use. I'm going to plate it and we're going to look at that, okay? That part. Hey. Okay, y'all, we're ready. Getting ready to plate everything up. So, Let me bring you all down some so y'all can see me plate the chili. That's the chili. It's ready. So we're going to put the chili in here. It's on simmer. Not low, but it's on simmer. Okay? And we're just going to plate a little bit on here. Okay? We're just going to plate a little on there. That's enough. Okay? And then we're going to be putting our Daisy Dollar sour cream. Okay? I love sour cream, so I'm going to be putting just a little droplet on there. Okay? This much. Put it on top of it. But I love it, so I'm going to put a little bit more, okay? And like I said, you could put sliced avocado. You could put cheddar cheese, cilantro, diced avocados, and green onions on here, okay? There's your sour cream. Then we're gonna put a little sharp cheddar cheese on there, to your preference, y'all. To your preference, to your preference. To your preference. Just plate it as so. Okay. Now you can use Texas toast, or you can use nacho chips if you want to. But I'm using these Texas toast and put them in the oven or whatever and get them ready. But I probably won't do it tonight, but when I eat it tomorrow, I will. But this is the plating of the recipe. Yes. Okay. And that's it, you guys. That is it. I'm gonna bring you all up so you all can see me. Yes, that is the ending of this recipe. This vegetarian chili recipe. And I hope you all will try this recipe and give me some comments on it and ask me different things if I didn't add it in, if I missed something, okay? But I do enjoy coming on YouTube and showing you all different recipes and just getting on here, period, and showing you my creativeness. And I'm proud to say that I'm almost going to be monetized. I am. I have 1,045 subscribers, so it's going up, and the views is what you should get. Okay, the views are going up. Okay, as long as the views are going up, it's okay. It's good. Okay. So I'm surprised, and I'm not surprised. I'm happy of that. I'm happy about that. Okay. So you all keep subscribing, keep sharing, and commenting, and I give the feedback back. Okay, when you all coming in, it comes to my email, and I see what you all are saying. I can get on YouTube Studio and see what you all are saying, and yeah, I can go back and fix it or add or take off or whatever, you know. But I love you all, and yes, I thank you all for tuning in to Explicit Wellness, and I'll be back Friday to show you another recipe, okay? Yes. So you all take care, and I love you all. Yes.